This week, Jeremy Corbyn faced off against Owen Smith, the leadership challenger for the Labour Party. Corbyn gets a lot of flack, right? Because he's kind of like that stand-in teacher for geography that you'd completely ignore. You'd see him come in and you'd think, right, today's a write-off. I can do what I like. Let's set a desk alight and graffiti on the walls. I'll start with a cartoon penis. Thank you very much. However, he's very much the kind of lecturer that I would pay close attention to in university, and he hasn't the patience to tell you to stop drawing cartoon penises on the wall. He thinks that you should know by now that that's not the best use of your time. So why do people want to be spoken to as though they're in a problem classroom? Owen Smith talks to me as if I can only process one syllable every sort of half hour. So usually Jeremy Corbyn looks at his notes and the Twitterati don't like it. They whine about it because, God forbid, a politician have a deeply considered, analytical, thought-out political opinion. This time, however, Jeremy Corbyn went for leaning on the podium and off-the-cuff remarks. He stuck to his guns, he stuck to his usual procedure of never insulting someone or turning to personal attacks, which Owen Smith sort of did when he called Jeremy Corbyn a big racist. Jeremy Corbyn is no Nigel Farage. Owen Smith basically keeps repeating everything that Jeremy Corbyn says, followed by the soundbite, but we can't achieve any of that unless we're in power. In order to be in power, of course, Jeremy Corbyn points out that the party needs to be unified. So despite these soundbites and the usual winning tactics that politicians play, Owen Smith couldn't help but show a total disregard for democracy. You'll know from my previous videos that I voted Remain. I couldn't help but think, well, shit, the last 100 years, the ones prior to my birth, seemed a little messy. I can't help but think the future is brighter if we all work together. Having said that, if we are leaving, which it looks like we are, because Brexit means Brexit and all that bollocks, I would be happier to, under Jeremy Corbyn, especially because he's talking about the TTIP thing, how much he opposes the idea of TTIP. Owen Smith, on the other hand, is probably an eager subscriber to TTIP Monthly magazine, writes in star letter every issue. Genuinely though, I think the European Union vote, referendum doodah, would have been far more realistic if only the option don't know was put on the ballot. Right now we wouldn't be able to leave, because that would probably be the majority. So Owen Smith's logic seems unlikely to stir voters to action. He wants to buy more nuclear weapons as a step towards disarmament. He wants to unify the Labour Party by refusing to serve under Jeremy Corbyn. And apparently he can read minds. He keeps accusing him of not knowing whether or not he wants to be Prime Minister. It's pretty condescending of Owen Smith to be telling Jeremy Corbyn that he doesn't know what he wants. Put on a suit, wear a tie, sing the national anthem, blah, blah, blah. This man can't be bothered to cut his hedge, etc. All this shit he puts up with day in, day out, people on his doorstep constantly questioning his motives. Why would anybody go through that shit if he wasn't interested? Take a look at what Jeremy Corbyn has been saying his whole life and decide for yourself whether or not what he said the other night on Question Time is truly what he believes and what he will work to give us if he is elected as Prime Minister.